The recipe I'm showing you today is a generic potato salad that I've done for about 10 years now. It's based off of 3 basic recipes that I looked up in my mom's cookbook. I was trying to replicate the potato salad that she made for us as a kid, and she passed away before she actually could thought of getting it from her. So I went through old cookbooks and tried to figure a rough summation of what she actually did. So this is what I come up with a couple of modifications. The recipe, as close as I can get it, is I'm going to read the recipe for you, I'm going to read the ingredients for you, and then I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it and show a couple things I add from time to time. 1 celery stalk, 2 tablespoons of chives or green onions, I use green onions, 1/4 cup parsley, 1 cup mayo, 2 tablespoons red wine vinegar, salt and pepper to taste, tablespoon of mustard, a little thyme, dill pickle, 1 garlic clove, and then 6 boiled eggs. 5 eggs for the mix, and then the 6th one to top it. So what I have here is a red potato. You want a wax type of potato in here. You don't want the russet. The wax potatoes work great. After you boil it and it's fork tender, you go ahead and take it out and you skin it immediately. So and the fork makes it a little easier. And otherwise you end up taking too much of the potato with the skin. Skin starts to stick with it. So let it rest for 5 minutes, then go ahead and take the skin off. So what I have here is the 2 pounds of potatoes already skinned, and what I'm going to add in there is 1 cup of mayonnaise, of course perfectly measured. I like a little ranch from time to time. You can use ranch, sour cream, what's the other one? Buttermilk, anything, you know, with a little bit of sour creaminess to it. I throw in the parsley, the chives, salt, pepper, garlic, and what I add in a lot of my recipes now is some sort of red pepper, cayenne pepper type ingredients. I also have a whole dill pickle. That's actually a big one, but yeah, it'll work. 1 whole celery stalk here, and then I go ahead and add in my egg carefully. So at this point, you want to be really careful with it. You might want to have a bigger container than what I have. But slowly and carefully fold it in, twisting it as you mix the entire ingredients together. And as I'm doing this, oh, I forgot one of my favorite. Can't do that. I like to add horseradish, and this is kind of a new thing in the past 3 years. Horseradish to a lot of the things I do. It adds a little bit of flavor that people sit here and wonder, what the heck is that? So kind of like what the bay leaf does with some stews. Well, I like the horseradish because it does something very similar. As I'm mixing this, and I goofed up, I forgot mustard. I add in a lot of things. And then you want a little of the red wine vinegar. You want a little acid in your foods to go ahead and bring out some of the brightness to the food. You do not want to serve this immediately. You want to go ahead and mix this carefully without breaking up the potatoes, and then leave it in the fridge. So for tomorrow's after birthday dinner, it'll be served in about 20 hours. So you really need this to rest. And what that'll do is all these flavors that I have mixed together are going to mix and mingle. So instead of tasting like a piece of pickle and little acid here and there, and then there's a parsley, it's all going to mix together to make it one whole entire dish. Just wonderful, wonderful flavors coming out of each one. It's like, this isn't just potato, this is the potato and everything surrounding it. So as a cute little non-culinary school presentation, I like to go ahead and take the egg, move it around, make it look kind of cute. If you like paprika, you can go ahead and dust it a little bit with paprika to give it a little bit more color, or less if you don't like. And throw in a couple things of parsley just to break it up. And that's that. You can really add any sort of ingredients you want to this. I will experiment to this and probably be back to you next summer and come up with a completely different version of this to wow you. that is my generic potato salad, and yes, it goes by fast, and yes, my guests love it.